Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 4th episode of Kanata no Astra. So, last episode, we discovered that there is indeed a traitor amongst us, and that this entire group is just a group of people that are unwanted. That someone or some people want to be killed, just all of them, all at once, in one fell swoop, just teleporting them all in the middle of space and have them all die. However, that didn't actually happen because there was a nearby ship that we were able to go onto. So, but the point is, yeah, there's something going on here, some kind of conspiracy. It seems like one of us wants all of them to die, like the traitor seems to be okay with dying themselves. And when I think about all the qualifications the traitor would have to have, Yuna is the one that comes to mind because she comes across as someone that, one thing, could be very depressed, doesn't necessarily want to keep living on, also wants to prove useful. So, you know, I can just, whenever I try to think of who could possibly be the person, she's the only one that really comes to mind. But we really don't have a whole lot of information to work with right now, so it's hard to say for sure, you know, because there's also, of course, Ulgar, who's, you know, he's Ulgar, so he's suspicious as well. Anyway, let's just get into the episode. I think we landed on a planet at the end of last episode, so I guess we'll see where we go from there. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Planet Shumor. Planet number 2. I wonder how this one will compare to the first. That sounded like a girl humming, and it definitely was. Wow. Hello to you too. The first character we see in the episode. I'm okay with that. Probably could have timed that better. I doubt he's here to peep on you. Don't mind me, just gonna wash my face real quick. What is a normal reaction, really? What a thing to argue about first thing in the morning. Yeah, definitely the difference than the reaction I would have. We're all still alive, so if there is a traitor, an assassin amongst us, they kind of suck. A lot of things are possible. Good advice. It almost reminds me of one of those kind of board games that has one player be a traitor. Reminds me a lot of that, this whole setup. Nice. And then there's her, the one that I'm suspicious of. Looking suspicious. Freaking Captain. So, what about the opening? Are we gonna get that or not? I guess not. Star of Hope. That's an interesting title. We just keep talking about manga and anime this episode. Oh! Well, maybe we should have watched our step. The first one's a doozy. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that. Right. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to go back to the beginning of the episode. Something seems to be kind of flying from the sky. That's not dangerous, is it? can't decide if this place looks more or less dangerous than the previous planet. We really are gonna keep rolling with that, aren't we? Ooh, a cactus. I try it. We have an edibility detector, so we don't really have to guess. We just take everything back. Okay, that settles that. Was it? Okay, that is better, yeah. That's not meaningless. If the device says so, let's bite it. Is that a good or a bad sign? Okay, good sign. Really? That has to be an exaggeration. Maybe it's not. Candy plants. Added a letter there. Okay, this is already better than the previous planet. But something's gotta go wrong eventually. Well, I did at the beginning of the episode. Oof. Cutting open one of the cactuses, and they do have water in them. I was hoping, but wasn't really expecting. These are foreign planet cactuses, after all. Deco, no, that's so rude. Yeah, he's still not very nice. What do you... Yeah, it's probably not her, she just took a bath. Oh, jeez. That's not encouraging. That's freaking her out a bit. Oh no. Yeah, maybe this... Can we go back to the candy plants? Somebody's gotta check, I guess. That means there's carnivores that ate them. At least somebody's gotta be excited. Oh, what was that? Was that the leg of a predator? Onei-chan, there's a thing over there. You might want to... Oh, no. I guess it really was the animal itself. That's not what I expected at all. He is so excited. Oh. Oh, thing's pretty big. I mean, I feel the same way. We have mounts now. I wonder if we can take them with us. Probably not. This is the heart of adventure right here. As long as we can leave the dead animal carcasses. Groupies, really. Now we got the chocobo. What do we do with them? Careful grabbing that. Well, can we stop blaming Kitori for that? That's not true. Oh, so you're saying she didn't fart? What a plot twist. Okay, that's not very good. So, gotta find something else to bring with us, I guess. And you need to stop sinking, dude. You see anybody else sinking? If we have to, we will. Well, damn. Have we just discussed who we're gonna eat first? Because I think it's probably gonna be Yunwa. For multiple reasons. uh, I mean, we really need to get food before we leave, like, it's really... Yeah, that's... Well, there's nothing wrong with having fun, it doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, we... No, bathing! I see how it is. I don't know. So the one character says Oira, which I just kind of noticed this episode, which is interesting. Hello. So what are we rushing for? What does she do? Okay, I see how it is. Doesn't want to feel like a burden, I guess. Because yeah, if one less person's one less mouth to feed, I see the logic. And she obviously has self-esteem issues, so I definitely get it, but we can't leave you behind. You're a valuable potential food source. Yeah, that definitely... You can tell by looking at her that that had an effect. I just didn't necessarily guess this. Yeah, you were mean too, so you probably partially at fault. I mean, I know she hasn't been the most useful member, but no reason to bully. Pretty much exactly what it is. Oh no, they found me. I was so well hidden. Or not. Or maybe she heard something else. Oh, that's gross. What is that? Is that an herbivore? You know, there's certainly worse places to stay than in Candy Planet. To be fair. Oh wow, flashbacks. She was cute. How dare you? Well, maybe she wants to do something, huh? This is not a very encouraging environment. Jesus. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible not to have self-esteem issues if you're dealing with that. Staff shirt. Oh, now we get the scene that I expected last time. You're never going to escape, you have way too much weight on you. And he's athletic, so yeah, you're not going to run away. Oof. Gotcha. Oh! Damn. Maybe she can put up more of a fight than I thought. I promise not to touch you, just don't run away. But then why would you wear them? But why though? Okay. I guess that's the reason why. It all makes sense now. She almost reminds me of Nanako in some ways. Well, I'm sure you got something. You just haven't had your time to shine yet. And never underestimate the value of being an emergency food supply. I don't like succeeding, that's sad to see. Screw you. Uh, at the very least, you're doing a pretty good job of that, because I forget she exists sometimes. But still, it's not a very good goal. Oh, those chocobos? Yep. Man, there's a lot of them. Are we sure we can't bring them as food? They probably ran for a reason. We should probably leave too. Like, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that might be dangerous, so... Yeah, like that. That's what I was kind of worried about. You guys are way too non-cautious for your situation. Yeah, like, them all running away should have been a sign. Yes, exactly. Pretty much exactly what I was saying, but it's a little bit late now. Ruled by mushrooms. So, now we're dead. Yeah, you might want to keep that suit on. Especially when you see animals fall unconscious around you. It's a good sign to keep it on. Is that really your first guess? Is that gonna help? Well, I guess it helped. What do I know? Yeah, someone they pronounce her name Yunhua or something like that. We're kind of half dead. Could you get over here and help maybe? Just like turn our helmets on, drag us away from this thing. With the helmet on still. That's important. So yeah, so far this planet seems more dangerous than the previous one. And just overall worse. Yeah, we don't want to stay here. And Yunhua might want to reconsider staying here as well. Well, Yunhua can probably figure it out. This is probably going to be our time to shine. Or maybe Kitori will just do it, what do I know. But it would be nice if Yunhua could do something useful this episode. Like, she might still be a key element. Like, she's at the very least going to help, right? So... and most of our crew is just down. Pretty scary thought, though. But yeah, as soon as I saw all the animal carcasses in there, I was a little bit concerned. And that was apparently well-founded. That's such a weird concept, but kind of cool. A predator doesn't always have to be walking around to be scary. Yeah, can't kill too many of your food source. So there's gotta be some kind of cure available. You're gonna go look for one? Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess it wasn't just curing his hunger after all, it was curing the sickness. So we just gotta get more of those and we're all good. Okay, well, not quite as easy as it sounds, but they gotta be more somewhere. I mean, that would make sense. Let's go. Let's go look around some animal carcasses for an antidote. So yeah, either find the antidote or they die trying. That's pretty messed up. Because it probably isn't enough for everyone, and then the ones I got there too late are just kind of screwed. Man, this really is such an interesting concept of a danger, of like an environmental danger for the ecosystem. I really like it, actually, oddly enough. But it's not going to be easy to find. Oh no. Not Kitori too. If she dies, who will be in our shower scenes? I mean, that's pretty useful. But yeah, it's not gonna matter if we can't get back with the antidotes. So hopefully we can find enough for everyone, because it get pretty dark if we only found enough for like 90% of us. But I'm sure it won't get to that point. Luckily, we have an advantage the animals don't, which is the helmet, so... Oh, but which is going to take off? Okay. Probably shouldn't do that. Well, I question the strategy. I think I kind of missed what he said before he did this, but I don't see what the logic is. The savior of the rest of the crew. Oh, more singing. That will be the true antidote. Yeah, she has a very nice singing voice. I don't know why the mother would ever try to squander her like that. But why, though? I mean, it doesn't help much with surviving, but that's nice. Yeah, she looks much better like that. So yeah, I guess it's helpful on the morale level of survival. So I guess it's somewhat useful. Meanwhile, Kanata's out there dying. The lemon-colored star of hope, so I guess the star was just a flower. It makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why someone so beautiful would want to be invisible. It should be a crime. I will eat all of the flowers, all of the stars. Oh, hello. Would you like some stars as well? It's gonna wander on back now. Yeah, those chocobos turn out to be pretty valuable. I know, right? Alright. I guess it all worked out. And just we end off abruptly. Okay. Well, that was the fourth episode of Kanata no Astra. And yeah, this episode, Yunhua, I would say, was a big part of the focus of this episode. Which is good because, you know, I was pretty suspicious of her because you don't really get much of her. But this episode, you know, I'm a little bit less suspicious of her now, you know? I mean, a girl that likes to sing can't possibly be an assassin, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, yeah, our first scene we had was a nice little shower scene from Kitori, which, I mean, it is what it is. It was great. Of course, our, what was his name again? Zach. Zach didn't seem to care too much either way. He's like, oh, my bad. I'll be out of your way in a minute. So yeah, nothing too bad there. We had this one, however you would say that, which, you know, that kept coming up. I don't think it was all that important in the grand scheme of the episode, but it was a thing. But the next planet we got onto, our captain just kind of sunk in the ground, so yeah, not exactly the most confidence-inducing activity there. And apparently they have candy flowers on this planet. So my first impression of it because of that was like, yeah, this could be a pretty fun place. It's got literally candy flowers. We hit the jackpot. This is the best planet so far. I was wrong. I was quite wrong on a lot of that. However, the reactions to the delicious plant were wonderful. Just like goofy, like old school anime faces. I don't know how you exactly describe it, but it was interesting. But yeah, the problems are those things go bad really quickly after you pluck them, and also the mushrooms that rule the planet, basically. So yeah, pretty much as soon as we saw those big old mushroom tree things with the animal carcasses in them and the plants growing out of them, for me that was a pretty big red flag. I was like, yeah, this thing's probably kind of dangerous. Maybe we should be a bit more on guard. And that's kind of my thoughts by the end of the episode, is that these people should have been a bit more on guard. When you see a group of animals suddenly running away from a spot altogether, it's a good sign that they might be wrong. So it might have been a good time to either leave or put their helmets on. They did neither, so they suffered for that. So, and yeah, he even brings up the idea of carnivores, right? But then my first thought was, oh, we're going to run into a carnivore in a minute. Like, one's going to come over and we're going to be chased by it. That's kind of what they were trying to make us think, I think, and that is what I thought. And then we had a scene of her hair being tugged on. The first thing I thought then was that her sister was like, oh, Nanachin, look, animals are coming by. Maybe we should watch out for that. But no, it was the animal itself tugging on her hair. So that was a funny little thing there. And she's just like, a wild beast has my hair. That's pretty freaky. So, and as soon as the animal turned out to not really be a meat eater either, that should have been a red flag for me, because it built up carnivores being here, but what we saw immediately afterwards was not a carnivore. And the only real conclusion you can come to after that as a viewer is that the carnivore is going to be kind of plot twisty, right? Going to be something unexpected. And that turned out to be the mushrooms themselves, basically. And that's pretty terrifying. But the chocobo were cool, though. We got to ride them. Saves us a lot of time. They're very convenient. Unfortunately, we couldn't use the groupies as a food source, but they were still useful. They were still helpful. And we got water in the cactuses. However, yeah, the realization that we don't really have a way of, like, packing a bunch of food with us, like we did with the other planet, that's a big problem. That was definitely a big problem. I did like the change of the edibility detector, adding Funi's voice to it. That was cool. So, yeah, not a lot food-wise on the planet, unfortunately. Let's see, what do we do after that realization? Well, after that, basically, we bullied Yunhua, and she ran off. So, and that's when we started to get to actually delve into her backstory. And I think we got a little bit of a peek of it last episode, as far as, you know, the mother, how she treats her and whatnot. But this episode, we definitely got a lot of clarification and more specifics on it. Essentially, the mother seems to really discourage her daughter from doing anything, really. She's like, okay, just stay in that corner, be quiet, don't bother anyone. If you're quiet and out of the way, you won't be a problem for anyone, so just, can you do that, please? And that's pretty messed up. Like she's clearly good at singing, she clearly likes it, and yet that's very much being crushed by the mother, and I don't think I fully understood why, really. Like, she seemed to be, like, fine at it, and yet the mother had a problem with it. So I don't quite get that. Even by the end of the episode, I didn't quite get the motivation behind why the mother's doing that. Like, I don't know. Maybe she just sucked at so many things, the mother just kind of assumes it'll be the same for singing. I guess that's what it is. Otherwise, I don't quite get it. But yeah, the help we gave her was to just kind of express herself, which is what she's had difficulty doing because of the environment she grew up in. So it's nice. It was nice being able to see her just sing, you know, which is something she actually likes, something she can do. That sort of helps the survival team in a way. I mean, it's not quite as practical as some other skills, but it helps in its own way. You need some kind of entertainment while being lost at space, you know? And we can always use more. And yeah, then we had the scene where the spores came out, and for me, that would have been a good reason to start running, but no, they just watched people fall down, like, oh, well, I guess this was a terrible idea to stay here, but at that point, it was kind of too late. So, yeah, mistakes were made here, for sure. Yeah, luckily someone discovered the yellow star that's managed to make them feel better. It was kind of funny though, because Kanata's first assumption about what was wrong with the animal was it was hungry. Which, you know, as the audience members, we knew that probably wasn't the case. It was probably just the poison. But because after eating food he got better, it kind of just continued his misunderstanding that he was hungry. Like, yeah, he was hungry, I gave him some food, he's better. So clearly it was hunger. When, no, it was something else. Which we eventually figured out after we got a little bit more context. Well, they got a little bit more context. We as the audience kind of already knew what was up. But yeah, at this point most of our crew was down, which was pretty bad. But yeah, luckily there wasn't antidotes. This line here, those mushrooms are the rulers of this planet. Like, it's just such a weird concept, but just, yeah, we see the mushrooms in the background, the kind of black ash looking stuff flying from the sky. Yeah, just, it's probably about as terrifying as I've ever seen mushrooms be in a show. So, you know, well played. So. And yeah, Kanata went out to go find them. I don't quite get why he took off his helmet, so I want to go back to that. Okay, no, I must not have the right to find them since I'm not showing the symptoms. Okay, so that was his logic. But I mean, like, I don't think that's how it works. Like, I mean, I don't know, just, I really take issue with that. It's just, I would have kept the helmet on. I don't think I would have done that. It's just a really weird logic to me, but I'll let it go. And then we saw her sing some more, which was quite nice. Like, she's a wonderful singer, you know? I don't know why you would try to get her to stop. And then we saw all the visuals of her in the dress and everything, and she looked quite nice. You know, I think she should ditch those fake glasses. And then, yeah, apparently he attained the right to find them and then found the flowers, so I guess it's all good. I still wouldn't have done that, though. It still seems stupid to me no matter how I try to look at it. I mean, things have worked out because it's a work of fiction, you know? But it's just, I wouldn't have done that. But luckily everyone survived, so can't complain too much. And that was the episode. So yeah, definitely was Funwa's turn to get some characterization, and hopefully she is a little bit better now. Hopefully going forward she can be a bit more expressive and try to contribute more to the group, and maybe people will be a bit nicer to her, you know? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So hopefully she can ditch the glasses permanently, and hopefully the next planet we go to doesn't try to kill us so much. Although, who am I kidding? Every planet's gonna try to kill us. That's just how the show goes. It might be a Planet of the Week sort of show. We'll see. Still haven't gotten any closer to figuring out who the assassin was, but Kanata, what he said, does seem like we're just kind of put that on the back burner for the most part, so there might be a threat that's just kind of looming over us for a while, because we do want to kind of avoid crumbling as a team because we're so suspicious of who could be the bad person. Because at the end of the day, it's only one person against the rest of us, right? So it should be fine. One person acting suspicious will make itself obvious eventually. So, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty solid episode, aside from that really stupid decision that Kanata made, but yeah, very interesting idea for a conflict for sure. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.